What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with Greggy, second helping. I'm Greg, and this is Jen. Hey, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
I just kicked your apron off.
It happens. You take a lot of my clothes off. If you didn't know, the second helping is all about making easier meals for you to impress your friends. Cooking with Greggy taught you a whole bunch of different skills, and what was awesome about that, of course, you've been using them crazily. Thank you so much for all the hashtag Cooking with Greggy I see on Instagram all the time and using the recipes. You guys wanted easier, simpler stuff and ways to augment what you already knew. We thought we should actually do Jen's bread officially. Because if you remember last time around, we made the bread and then we're gonna show you in a Patreon episode how to do it, but Jen showed up drunk. Okay, drunk Jen, how do we make the bread right now?
Right now.
And then use the wrong measurements.
So it's half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a tablespoon.
Oh, they're very different. Did all this stuff, and it was just on Patreon anyway. You can still get it there as an exclusive. But we showed the bread. We thought we'd make it today, right, Jen?
Yeah, because that video was really bad.
That was something, all right.
It was really bad.
I think my favorite were the cuts to Alexis Pence over here talking to Echo.
Taylor Dane, or Alexa?
Taylor Dane, stop.
You didn't stop playing Taylor Dane. Thank you. I might have to use her.
It was just like, well, that's something's going on.
It was Paula's bridal shower.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was, right?
Yeah.
Kevin knows. People came out of that.
Yeah.
They couldn't see straight for a week.
No, it was really bad.
All right, so Jen, what are we doing here? How are we making this happen?
So this is essentially like the foolproof recipe. The only special item you need to make this work is a Dutch oven. And if you don't, you kind of need one because like you can use it to make stews and braise stuff.
Dutch oven's great. You can fry stuff in it
Yeah.
too. We use it for French fries a lot and stuff like that.
It's like my equivalent of the cast iron skillet for you.
Oh, I do love my cast iron.
And I love this guy.
All right, great. So we have 3.5 cups of flour.
Yeah.
What we love about this is how easy it is. 3.5 cups of flour,
A
2
quarter
cups
cup.
of water.
Yeah.
Oh, a quarter cup? Okay.
No, you're right. You're right. I don't mean to argue. This is a quarter. 1 1/4.
Here we go
1
again. It's happening
3/4.
again.
I can't do math. I write everything down, and they ask me to take my notes out.
Okay. So then what happens next then? We have the flour.
So it's really easy. You want to get the yeast.
This is something you can just get out of a grocery store.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this till I married you.
So you can buy it. I used the jar because I use it a lot.
I wasn't, me? No, wait, you say vaginas? Wait, what? No, I wasn't making bread. I always thought bread was too intimidating to make. That's why she makes this and it's so simple.
You know what, Jen's on my level.
All right, get on my level, yeah?
So yeah, you can buy that in the baking section, and it also comes in like tiny packets for people who don't make bread as often as I do.
Sure, but after this recipe, you will.
Yeah, because it's like, why buy bread? I mean, this one is great.
Yeah, all right, so how much should we put in there?
It's either 1.5 or just half.
It is half.
Thanks.
It's half of that and then 1.5 of the salt.
Thank you.
So okay, we did a half teaspoon.
Look, man, I'm a busy person.
You are? Half teaspoon of yeast on one, you said this was very important, on one side.
I was very drunk when I said that. I can't say if it's a scientific fact.
Okay, so then just for shits and giggles to make sure it's
just
something.
for safety,
Keep
you know?
salt on one side and that one on the other.
Eventually you're gonna mix it in together. Thanks.
Have you been drinking today?
No, I just have a really busy week.
All right, so we got 1.5, we got the half. This whole
Yeah.
recipe's in the episode notes below.
So you mix the dry first, like really quickly, like and blah, blah, blah. So you mix the yeast and the salt, and then you make a little. Well, I should have worn an apron, everybody. It's okay. It's okay.
Nick begged you to wear an apron.
I know, but I have like wiener dogs on my dress. I don't want to.
From here
Pat
on
me
out.
down. Pat me down. Did you fall?
Not very graceful, sorry. I patted her down though, you know?
You have the agility of an old bear.
Hey man, this bear's kept you alive for a long time. All right, so now you're putting in
Cold water.
You made, okay, cold water.
A
in
cup
the middle
and
of
3/4.
Okay.
And then that's when I'm gonna splash it all over myself again. But you just mix it in. No, my wiener dog dress.
I know, I don't want it, it's beautiful, I don't want it ruined. I'm not gonna put it over because then the mic's gonna be in the way, but I'll hold it up. It's just a splash guard.
thank you.
It's like we're at a Gallagher concert.
What does that mean?
Gallagher was a comedian, is a comedian. Is he still a comedian, Nick?
No, I don't think he does anything anymore. His
But-
brother actually used to do it under the Gallagher moniker.
And then he got sued.
Yeah, by
But what the whole thing was that he smashed pumpkins, and that was his entire. Or no, I'm sorry, watermelons. Watermelons. I'm sorry, buddy. And that was his act, babe. That's how America comedy was.
Was that funny?
Yeah, oh man, he made millions of dollars, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
But everybody in the front would get garbage bags and sit there like, oh my god, I'm on the splash zone. And then he'd be like, Ronald Reagan sure has some ideas. God, he smashed this watermelon. Like, yeah, Gallagher.
We're gonna have a sexy moment here. You're gonna mix that in with your hands for me.
Oh, like Ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a ghost moment. Because my sleeves are too long.
So I'm just like I make
Yes.
like how I just make my meat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the hamburgers.
Make that meat. Make your
Now
meat.
should I have put flour on my hands to keep it from sticking to me?
No, it's gonna stick. You just have to deal with it.
I've just jumped in too early.
Yeah.
If this is in the early parts of it, because you always do this. I never have to do it.
I know. But now, see, we're participating
Am I doing like
together.
this?
Yeah. So it's gonna look messy like that to start. It's not supposed to form a ball or anything.
Oh, okay.
And that's essentially step 1. That's done.
It's done?
Yeah.
So I just push off my fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, I shouldn't walk away with it on my fingers, right?
You could. You can wash it off.
Do you wash it? Well, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna wash some of it off clearly.
I
But
mean,
there's still so much.
Yeah.
Can you eat it like cookie dough?
No, I would not recommend it because it's kind of gonna taste like glue. But if you like glue, no, it's not gonna kill you. It's just gonna taste like flour and water.
taste it.
All right, you can stop. No, don't do that. That's gross.
With raw yeast, ooh, you're gonna die.
It's not bad.
It's just salt and
Try
flour.
some?
No. All right, so now that's okay. So that's like step number 1, and you
good.
want to cover that with
Saran wrap.
a saran wrap and let it sit for 8 to 12 hours. So like it's just proofing.
Okay.
There's no kneading involved in that recipe, which is great. It's just like let it sit, and that's it.
8 to 12 hours from now, we peel this off.
So yeah, after 8 to 12 hours, you take it out. It's gonna be inflated because the proofing is doing its thing and the yeast is eating its stuff. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to transfer it to a bowl with flour in it, and then you're gonna fold it over like
So
6
just
times.
a dusting of flour on the bowl.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you're not kneading it. It's literally just folding it over.
Sure, we have
into
video
the
of you
bowl.
doing this
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then it rises for 45 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, we throw this bad boy in the oven with the top on, the lid on. I know it sounds weird and counterintuitive because it's empty, but it's gonna build up some steam that's gonna help kind of lock that crust in. So 450
Done.
for half an hour with the lid on
Okay.
to build the steam. Then when this is done,
So yeah, to be
proofing
clear, this is proofing for 45 minutes.
after 12 hours.
Right.
And then
But this goes in there while
this goes in there, and then 45 minutes later, you get it out, and then you put the dough in, the lid back on.
All right. Well, then let's wait 45 minutes. All right, 45 minutes has gone by, Jen.
Cool. So don't burn your hands. 'cause
I'm
it's
getting
gonna be really
the
hot.
pot holder.
So you get it out, and then you're ready with the dough, and you're like, oh my god, my dough is proofed. It's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Science. And then you put it in. Am I blocking the camera?
You are, yeah.
So you put it in, and then the top on,
Got it.
and then it's back in the oven for 30 minutes with the lid on.
Okay.
Then 30 minutes later, lid off.
Hold on. Again, why are you skipping the steps?
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna put it in there right now.
Okay.
So I put it in
Is
for
this-
30 minutes, lid on.
Is this like role playing? Oops.
No, it's not. It's doing a cooking show.
Oh, okay.
So it's there.
There's-
Now we have to wait 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right. 30 minutes has gone by, Jen. What happens now?
So you take the lid off.
Just the
Only
lid.
the lid.
Ow! And then what?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay. Let's wait 30 minutes. Okay, Jen, 30 minutes has gone by.
Yeah.
So now the bread's done.
Yeah. Now you take it out,
Yeah. Ooh.
and then it smells awesome.
It does smell awesome. Come over here.
Don't burn your hands.
I know, it's so hot. See, we did it ahead of time because it just takes so long to make bread.
It's like 12 hours.
All right, cool. So there it is, though. Talk about it.
So it's my favorite recipe, again, because it's so easy. And then the reason behind the Dutch oven is because it creates the crust, as I mentioned, and you can hear it. Right, mics?
Oh, I hear you. The microphones work.
And it looks really pretty. And then eventually you can like make shapes in it, whatever you want, but I'm very lazy.
Well,
so
let's not get ahead of ourselves. This Cooking with Greggy, it was meant to be easy. That's how easy it is to make this bread. There's like 3 steps in there. You go, you got a delicious one.
It's just a lot of waiting time. That's
I'm gonna
it.
cut into it, right? Because I think that's always the most. Oh, it's so hot!
Oh my god.
Right?
It's going everywhere.
It gets everywhere. And look at this. Look at that. Nick, don't you wish you could eat that?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you wish you could still have carbs? Then you became no fun though, you know?
Just shoot me.
It's a bit dense for me.
Today, this one or all loaves?
No, this one. Like
Okay.
it should have more air pockets.
What do you think what happened?
When I stopped the heat early on, I should have left it.
Okay.
And maybe I overproofed it a little bit too.
Oh, okay.
So like, don't wait longer than 12 hours because then
Should it do 8 hours?
I usually do like 9, 10
Okay.
in the middle.
Okay. I think it looks great. We're gonna use it throughout this season, of course, where we make other dishes and neat stuff with it. Nick's doing this, I think, so he wants it like that, so you can see it better. There you go, no problem. Nick. So yeah, cooking with Greggy, second helping is all about giving you simple dishes, easy dishes, things you can use to already offset your cooking, you know, complement your things. Like we said, we used this one with chorizo chicken thighs before. In this season, I'll be using it and dipping it into the sage gnocchi sausage dish I love making that I'll be making here too. But of course, let's try it, Jen, okay? We got the butter, you got the salt, right?
I like me a little salt with it.
Do you? Cover your eyes, it fights back.
Do you have protective
It
glasses?
sends, we wear them naturally, baby. Our children have
You can
Coke
get
bottle
like
glasses.
underneath and
Can get underneath your glasses?
Yeah.
I don't think so, can it?
get that crust.
We need to sharpen our knives really badly. That was some of the feedback from last season. We didn't listen.
It's still warm too.
It is so warm. All right, butter that one, salt that one.
You butter that
I like the
one.
crunch. I order you around. You know what I mean? You like it too, don't you?
I like a little salt on it.
Mm-hmm. You nailed it.
No.
And that's the thing. This bread can be used for anything. You can, have it for pasta. You can make it with garlic bread. You can make sandwiches out of it. We're making meatballs later. You think I'm not gonna make a meatball sub? Nick, you think I'm not gonna make a meatball sub out of this?
I mean, if you're a man, you would.
Out of a country loaf?
And I'm a man. I'm a man. Yeah, a country loaf. What I was thinking, right? I guess I have this camera now. Cut it here, hollow it out, meatballs in it, cheese on it.
I'm gonna throw out a, what movie am I thinking about right now? That's right, Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield.
Did he do that? I don't remember that,
He
yeah.
cuts it and stuffs meatballs in it.
God bless Rodney Dangerfield, and God bless you for watching this episode of Cooking with Greggy. Second Homie. What do you think of Jen's bread? Remember, she's my wife, so you better say something nice about it in the comments. Of course, leave your photos of it over at Instagram. Use the hashtag Cooking with Greggy. And of course, keep coming back. More episodes, more food, more cool things for you to impress your friends with. Until next time, it's been a pleasure to serve you.